Man, this ain't daily walk and talk because today we did a lot of walking today to get our things done. But this is more like I don't even know what to call it. To tell you the truth, honestly, it's just called work. That's it. Man, I'm telling you, I get my business cards tomorrow. I had to put the floor in for the office. The floor we make the goldfish and hologram fish pop up. I have to dismantle two of my PCs from the door because they have to be dismantled. There we go, everybody's there. Yes, I have to dismantle two PCs. They have to be taken apart. And yeah, there you were chiming in. So, wow. Last couple of days have been nothing but tons of work trying to get it finished. Yeah, a lot of work. More work than I expected because I thought basically setting up in my e-commerce business is easy to set up online. Out here doing it is a whole nother different, a lot of work. So, one, I got myself some food. Got some Dominican food. That's what we picked up. I like my Dominican food. And lemonade, which I like to drink. I'm just sitting out here just chilling for a bit before I got to go back into the office and get ready to do the other half. I got to do this thing. I got to do this literally in sections. In sections. It's so much work. I'm literally doing this in sections. I'm literally rebuilding just about everything we need for the office. So the floor has to have this special design for, we sell floor technology. We had these, I'm trying to figure out how to attach the screens to the wall. The walls are literally wallpaper. You can't go pressing in there with screws because it's wallpaper. It's a pattern wallpaper. So we're trying to figure out how to install screens without touching the wall. Can't paint, can't do nothing. Now, they gave me the okay. I don't want to do it because, again, once you punch a hole through one of these, the wallpaper pattern, it's going to be a little hard trying to put it back the way it was. So one of the ideas, I bought two wallpaper surfaces from a completely different company. This is a completely different company before we buy our wallpapers from. Actually, pretty good deal. We got $103 for two surfaces. Is that the train? Oh yeah, it would be over in this section. I think I might be a little closer to it. But anyway, so we got these two wallpaper surfaces in. Figure out that they have to be attached to the wall. Not going to work. So they're being sent over to the shop, and we're coating the Apex Gamer onto those and putting those up for display because it's an easy transportable screen. So what we came up with is a wall divider. So they make these dividers for walls and offices. That's what we're going to convert into a screen. I think there's something like 10 feet by 7 feet. They're perfect. We can set them down, coat them. They're portable. We can take them apart, all that good stuff. So we're going to convert those into screens. They're going to have the Quasar technology. That'll be installed in the office. So when people come in, they can see the screens right there. They can see the floor. The desk was interesting because I had to take apart both of the Dells. They're in parts, as I said before. So the Dells had to be taken apart because the compressed case that they put them in, easy dust factories. So they were taken out. They were actually, and it's funny, yeah, it's interesting because I had to find a case for a micro motherboard, a micro ATX, because that's what the motherboards are. Take them out, remove the fans, we had to get a cleaner for the CPU because once you pull that CPU, the liquid, I forgot what they call it. I got the name for it. I can't do the name of it. But anyway, it's a liquid kind of paste. We had to remove all the alcohol wipes, all that down nice and clean, and then we had to install the bond, or what do we want to call it? I can't think of the proper name for it. But anyway, it has to be installed all over again before we can put the liquid cooling system in. Then the liquid cooling system, the fans on the liquid cooling system had to be removed because they give you them dinky standard ones, like something like 24 RPMs. That's crap at the end of the day. We need something like 47 or over. And then we had to put fan controllers on those so we can basically speed up the RPMs. So that's a modification we had to put in for those. I had to get myself a really good graphic card. With the graphic cards we had with those were the RTX 1050s, and they had to go because they were too old. The power supply was a 250. It had no Molex adapters attached to it. It had no power supply for the actual video card. They had to be removed, and we just need something basic. So I got something like a 500 power supply. That's basically about it. It's all we're running at the end of the day. It's just basically upgrading the machine and putting it into a whole new different case. So I had to do 2 of those today. Then do the floor. Then install the wall screens, because again, the other ones are not going to work because they have to be drilled into the wall. So those go back to the shop, and those get coated, and those get converted into the Apex Gamer, which will have in the shop on display for you to see. And now it comes down to my desk. So my desk, I got the monitor up there, but that monitor is for projector mapping applications, because you have to have 2 monitors to do it, to work that equipment. So my monitor is a little different. My monitor is plexiglass. It lays flat, so it leans up a little bit on a tilt on the table, like a small little ramp. The pegs that we have attached to each side to give it that nice little tilt to it, they're actually made out of plexiglass, little table legs we attach to it. It has AdTech attached to it. Then I have a little I can't explain it. It's kind of like a stand that comes up like this. They use it for photographs, for pointing downward. We have a projector attached to it. So I bought the Dell 500 lumen portable projector. It sits right on top of it, so that way I can have this kind of like flat plexiglass kind of screen that I can see right through the desk. And on top of that, it looks pretty cool. But it's not done yet. So I went out and bought this system that cost me $2,000 that allows me to be able to manipulate whatever I project. So if I want to move stuff around with my fingers or a pen, I have that capability. Yeah, we hooked it up because I was curious to see this new coating we're developing. So the new coating we're developing allows for interactive projectors to be able to read right through the coating, even though it's black. That's what I was working on. So that part is done. And then I still have the little decorations I want to do in there, hook it up real nice. I got a new chair coming in, got a glow-in-the-dark wireless keyboards are coming through. I'm getting rid of all the keyboards with the wires attached to it. They have free internet there, but I decided to go back with T-Mobile. I have my setup through them because with the T-Mobile, it's mine. And any place I'm going to, basically for any kind of work, even if they give you free internet, I like to control my own internet, because if their service has any complications, you're going to have to reach out to them, and they have to come down. No, I'd rather just have my own. And that's what I did. I went and got my T-Mobile business account, set it up, we're good to go. Tomorrow I'll be showing you my business cards. I think my business card's coming tomorrow. I'm just waiting for my keyboards to get here. That's it. So I can disconnect the keyboards with the wires, which I hate so much because I can't stand wires. I hate it. Everything I literally have in the office is now wireless. Everything. Even the printer, it's wireless. Everything is wireless. No more wires, no more this, no more that. Gone. And even as for the projectors, I found some kind of Bluetooth connector that I can make the projectors wireless also too. No wires at all, period. I can't stand them. I've tripped over so many forms of wires, it's not even funny. Business cards are done. They're on their way. Brochures are next. I got a customized hoodie, hat, and I got a customized case. Put my projectors in. Hard case. It has my company's name on the side of it. Whew. And then once we get to the warehouse, which I'm still working on that, I got this whole table system, putting in rack system, the whole 9 yards, stuff for my shipping and packaging. Went out and bought new containers. All the new containers now are vacuum sealed. Yeah, them things are no joke to get open. Trust me, they're no joke to get open. But at least on the long run, you don't have to worry about a container ever opening up, because it virtually can't happen. It's going to be a bit of something to get into one of those. I tried getting in one. It's something else. But yeah, at least at the end of the day, you really don't have to worry about, any containers at all. We had 2 or 3 that opened up. And usually it's just like 2 or 3 out of a month. And it's not every month we get 2 or 3 of these things opening up. But I want it at absolute zero. Zero. That's what I want. Because mind you, when you're shipping out containers and bulks, this becomes a problem. If 2 or 3 of them open up and shipment, that means they splatter and cause damage to the other containers, which we don't need. So now we've been doing some research on different containers, and I found these containers that were vacuum sealed that will allow whatever we put in it to stay locked in it. We don't have to worry about it coming out or spilling whatsoever. So a lot of stuff I had to pay for to make sure that when we ship something out, that it's taken care of. Oh, man. So, yep. So no, this is not daily walk and talk. I did my 10,000. I get 10,000 every day. It doesn't make a difference regardless. I get it. And people saying, "Nah, it's not true." No, it is true. I literally walk that much in a day's time, and my day's not just started. It's like only 12:45 right now. That is my day right there. August the 29th, 14,261. I do 10,000 easy a day with no problem. So yeah, it's a lot of work. Am I complaining? No, I'm not complaining. It's just a lot of work. And usually when you're doing e-commerce, pretty easy. You go and you set your website up, go to PayPal, set yourself up a business account because that's what you're going to need. You go down and get your banking account because you're going to need that to verify that your PayPal account when you first start off. And send you a little piece of money. They send you like 1 cent, 2 cents to you just to verify your account is basically legit. Once that's all set up, then you go pop over to Vistaprint, go get your business cards and anything else you're going to need to be to advertise your business while you're walking around out here. Go over to Facebook, go over to YouTube, any social media site, and start building your pages and start demonstrating your products. Get yourself a nice little section if you want to take pictures of your items, or like I had to do. I had to set up entire theater rooms, or I had to go in and buy speakers and projectors and curtains, like that movie theater screen that I built. There was a 150-inch screen that sat on the ground. Those curtains cost me $300. Those curtains are special curtains. It's crushed velvet. They're for movie theaters, and for the size that I needed, with these curtains had to be like over 92 inches long. Yeah, they're expensive. And then you talk about the rod that I had to run through that thing from one end to the next. You don't get those at an everyday store. I had to go to a special store to get that rod. That was going to be the length, a little bit longer than that screen at 150 inches, plus pay for the screen itself. So yeah, you spend a lot of money. Tension screens, we had to do those because you can't just say you do motorized projection screens. What about tension screens? Tension screens is a whole different category of screen besides your motorized projection screens. So if you don't have any experience in that field of tension screens, you really can't say all motorized projection screens, only certain ones. So we had to go buy those, and theirs weren't cheap either. Tensions are very expensive. See, yep, I had to do all that research, and I'm still doing research because right now we're testing the projector mapping technology underwater. We got a new submersible technology that allows us to drop a screen underwater. And what would that be used for? Projecting fish. That's what it's used for. So companies will contact us and say, "Hey, look, you guys got anything that allow us to project fish underwater?" And we're like, "Oh, here you go," because we did it already. Yep. So I'm still doing prototypes, still doing testing on some new stuff we're working on. And I've been updating the website, and now because of the new containers, because the new containers are now around probably about 32 ounces, the 32-ounce containers now require a change, which means now the 50 ounces aren't the 50 ounces anymore, the 50 ounces are now 64. And the 3 quarts we had on the website, they are now somewhere around, I say roughly around 96 ounces. So same price, just more pain because of the change in the canisters. Because the vapor locks don't come in special sizes. They don't come in sizes so like 50 ounces and 64 ounces. No, they come in 32s and 1 gallons. So since they come in 32 and 1 gallons, everything changes on the site. The Halloween screens, well, they were supposed to come out the kit for that allows you to spray the screen, which comes with the surface, 150-inch surface, and allows you to spray the surface converted to the Halloween technology, or Christmas or whatever. You can do a lot of stuff with that surface anyway. It's just not just for Halloween. But anyway, the sizes for those containers were 24. Now they're 32s. So yep. I think I'm going to go in and I'm going to order next. I'm going to order, I want paper. I want shrink paper that has our company's logo on it. I'm getting that done next. So yeah, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. I'm up at the home front at 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm over at the office at 6 o'clock in the morning. I work at the office all the way up until 8. I have 24-hour access to my unit. So all my office equipment, everything for my computers, everything I work on for all my accounts, they sit over there. I have nothing in my home involving business, and that's what I wanted. Nothing in there. Because if I need a day where I need to go back to the home front and just chill and relax, I don't got nothing there to remind me of work except for the giant screens we got in there. But other than that, I don't have nothing in there relating to work at all, period. If I have to go work on my computer, I have to go update my websites, I got to come over here to the office to do it. That's the way I wanted it. I want to keep that separated from my life at my home front. Yep. Because I'm not making paint in my home. I'm not doing that. It's too messy. On top of that, it's too messy. And keep them too separated. I gotta check out this museum one day. I mean, literally, I'd sit out here and I'm like, oh no, the museum. I'm gonna go to the museum. Go to the museum. And I just go right back to work. All right, people. Short chat. Yep. And got orders to process today, and orders to process yesterday, and the day before that, and the day before that. God has been blessing us. We had lots of orders coming in. Thank you so much. I appreciate the support. I really do. Thank you so much. I see people that are understanding their cause. I mean, we've had this cause for over 14 years of basically trying to develop better and more sufficient and better products than anyone else. And the new gamer, the Apex, if you thought, for you naysayers out there, if you thought that the Quasar is a nightmare, wait till you see what an Apex does. See, gamer technology is a little bit more different because we can really boost the crap out of this stuff because, again, it's designed for gaming applications. The colors on it are going to be absolutely insane. You're not required to have expensive projectors to fix your problem or be plunged into dark environments because you're afraid if you turn your lights on, your screen's going to wash out. Yeah, try playing Call of Duty in a stealth mode on a gray and white screen and see what happens to your screen. It's going to wash out. You're going to get that ashy look to it. And you won't be able to make out anything in the environment because you can't see it because the screen washed out. Where this technology, ooh, man. You'd be see a pin halfway across the room in that game if it was basically programmed in. So, for you hardcore gamers out there or casual gamers, if you're going to do it, you do it right. You buy from us. That's who you buy from. Because we'll show you at the end of the day where a gray screen is a waste of your time. A white screen, waste of your time. And it's certified, definitely a waste of your time because it's gunmetal. I mean, and at the end of the day, we developed gunmetal. Well, not anymore, we don't. We actually evolved to something much higher, but it's gunmetal. It can't pick up the Infinity One. You have to be to see a 100% contrast level to game. You have to. It doesn't work any other way. That's why when you look at people that are gaming on these little PC monitors, they're all OLEDs. Why do they choose an OLED? Because of the black level, that's why. And keep in mind, if you keep telling yourself the biggest lie on the face of the planet, but if I get a projector with a high enough contrast, which means you're going to spend a lot more money, I'll be able to fix it. No, you won't. Or heck no, you won't. You're still going to be in the dark. Colors are still going to be washed out. Anyone can walk in there with a cell phone and wash out your screen in a hot second because it's gray. You're not doing your game system any justice whatsoever. You're not. It just doesn't work that way. Man. But anyway, I got to get back to work. I got much to do. Much to do. And my keyboard should be here by now. So I'm getting ready to set my keyboards up and make the rest of my office complete and completely wireless. Now, if you're wondering why I delete videos from time to time, because we actually technically don't need them. I'm not trying to be rude here, but I laid the foundation for over 11,000 video demonstrations. I have more than enough in my arsenal to do exactly whatever we need to do. If I don't want a video, I just let it go. That's pretty much it. Ain't like I'm hiding anything. What are we hiding anything for? At the end of the day, match or better my stuff because I'm still waiting on those challenges. See, that's the part I don't understand. So much trash talk. The matching betters, come on, get to work. I mean, I really don't want to go down that road. Do you want me to launch a Spartan on you? Do you really want me to wipe out all your products? I mean, come on. I'm trying to be nice about this. I really am. For the ones that are talking trash, I'm not talking about for people that are making screen paint products. You live in your own world. God bless you. Keep on making products. I wish you the best of luck. I really do. But you people who talk trash all day long, do you need to embarrass me? If I take the time out of my day and I pull my debit card out of my wallet and I come to your website, do you really want that heat at the end of the day? Do you want that embarrassment? You don't want that. So stop running your mouth so much. Stop talking so much trash. Remind you, anything you say about me, that's not true, you'll be in court for it. That's what's going to happen. I'm going to drag you behind into a courtroom and sue you for a lot of money. Because you just can't go on YouTube and make up false things about me. You can't do that. Courthouse is right up the street. I can walk right over there and follow you right now. So again, if you can't back it up what you said about me, and I see you in court, you're just gonna lose money out of your accounts, and possibly if we can get you for some fraud, we'll take some of that life away from you. You know what I mean? Take some of your freedom from you. Other than that, make your products, make your money, and we don't care at the end of the day. Like that solar something 3.0, oh my goodness, man. That guy came so close to having his company shut down, so close. We gave him a warning. He probably, now mind you, I've talked to this guy a couple of times, and he seemed like a very nice person. And I've come into his channel, and I've basically given likes and love on his products, because I don't hate nobody at the end of the day. But he felt the need to mention my name by saying that my product came from some kind of alien. You disrespect my God that way? Do you really want my attention at the end of the day? Because, man, I will shut your stuff down completely. I'll make your stuff unsellable. Do you really want to wake me up on that one? So I advise you to make your money and disappear. You cross my path again and you wake me up on this nonsense, I'll come to your site. I'll buy everything you got. I'll show you on YouTube Live. I'll destroy your stuff. Mind your business. Stay in your lane. That's all it's about. If I wanted to be ruthless about this, I'll launch a Spartan. I'll go through Amazon. I'll go through eBay. I'll wipe out everything on YouTube. I'll knock out every certified screen in the process. I'll take it down with no problem. But I'm not about that. I want people to make their products, make good money. That's what I want them to do. As long as you just don't put my name in something. That's all. Now, some of the people we see that do it, you're jokes at the end of the day. We don't pay you the mind because you're a joke. That's why. We look at your stuff and go, yeah, right. I could beat your stuff with gray paint if I wanted to. Too easy. Some of you, at the end of the day, if you're making money off of it and you're trying to basically use it in a way where you're trying to use me as a springboard, I'll destroy your stuff, man. And if you claim you have my products and you do a fake demonstration, I'll sue you for it. I'll take you into court. You better show proof that my stuff does exactly what you said it does. You better show receipts. And if you don't have them, I'll sue you for $1 million. I'm dead serious. I'm going to sue you. If I'm taking you federal court, I will sue you for $1 million. So, lesson of the day is mind your business. Stay in your backyard. Make your products. And that's it. That's how it works. That's it. Simple and plain. Not that hard. My stuff is getting cold, warm on this side, and it's getting cold on that side. So it's very simple. That's all it is. He didn't mention my name. Well, I did contact him. I said, send me a link, we can go pick up and buy. And he never responded back. And never saw him back on Facebook ever again. Now, he can come back on Facebook and sell. I don't care. He can make his own website. I don't care. As long as you keep my name out of it, I'm good. And did he have my product? No, he didn't have my product. He was just saying things out of his mouth at the end of the day, trying to badmouth my company. Yeah. So I told him the same thing I told y'all right now. Yeah, like I told Danny. Yeah, you open your mouth about my company. When I first told him, I said, you don't want this. You really don't want that. For as long as I've been in the business, for how much I know, you don't want me to be this kind of person on your back. You don't want that. Make your money, mind your business. That's what I told him to do. Can't run his mouth. Okay, no problem. Told him again. You wake me, and I come over there to you. I will burn your harbor to the ground, and I will sink every last one of your ships, which means your screen paint's gonna sell for jack when I get done with you. And what happened? He ran his mouth some more, right? All right, then walked around his backyard, made some fake claim that I canceled. Mind, you're being sued for that, by the way. But I canceled, and that you can get my go on, you can get my products. What happened? I went right to your website. And what did I do, Mr. Rogers? I purchased your products, didn't you? I purchased all your products at $160 a pop. Not at $60, full price, $160. What did you do with the money? Did you keep it? You gave it back to me, right? Which means you canceled out. Even on the samples, $20 samples, he couldn't keep $20. He had to give it back to me because his products don't work. So I got you to cancel out. I got him to cancel out literally so bad that we used the same $160 to purchase all his stuff to get the money right back. And then he got so pressured by this that he removed his entire marketplace listing. That doesn't sound like a person who has a lot of confidence in his product. So, you didn't learn from that. And now you challenge a Spartan technology. Are you kidding me? So, tell me I'm going to go buy from you again. What did you do? You go in and make these false promises. We don't want your product. Get me wrong, but I want your stuff. I know your stuff is trash. I've seen it. I've made enough stuff at the end of the day to watch your demos on how you basically paint your screens, and we know it's bad. We know it's no good. I was not even looking forward to painting the screen because it's a bit of a nightmare, and I don't want to go through that. I'm used to one code application and done. But anyway, so as we go in, we recorded the whole thing. Everything is documented. We sat there and we said, he said, well, I'm coming off vacation. Go ahead, knock yourself. We'll see you when you come off vacation. And we can't make the order now. Locks all the shopping carts. All shopping carts are locked. Because if we place the order and it goes through, that means he has to cancel it. And he doesn't want another cancellation. So, puts a little happy face up there. Calls himself the king again. That's okay. We'll see when we get our hands on it. And then on the day he comes back, we go to buy his product, and he removes the entire state of Pennsylvania. That's embarrassing. So, can your product sell? No, it can't sell. No one's going to touch you. You canceled out against us. You talked all this trash about my company, and you canceled out. Everybody saw you do it. And you've removed an entire state. And now your company's going to court for the range gain nonsense, because I told you to remove it, and you didn't do it. So I can show in a video that I basically made an announcement that you need to remove this range gain because it's false, it's fake, and you're ripping people off. And now, Mr. Danny or Rogers, you call yourself, you're going to court for this. Oh, yes, you are. Yes, you are. You're going to go to court for making up things on your website. Consumer fraud. Can't do that. It's against the law. And there's jail time with this, too. So, can't do that. So, how's it looking out for you right now? Products don't sell, and I know that for a fact. I took 3 hours out of my time to go in on your website. I went in and I looked for any customers that have your products. Couldn't find any. I did find some older ones that were very upset with your products because they came out blotchy. And yes, we do have it on recording. No one explained any range gain or none of the other stuff you have. I even have a video of you basically selling your customers half paint and half water. Yeah, it works as a, as you said on camera, you have to back that up in court too also, but you want to take you to court for that too. You said it works as a delivery system to keep the product from evaporating. You have to prove that in court or you're going to get sued for it. Can't make stuff up. You know, that's pretty much it. No one's buying your stuff at all. And you don't want them to buy your stuff. And I'll tell you why you don't want them buying your stuff. Because if they do buy your stuff, like say I'm a customer, don't even know you. Say I buy your product, right? Say I look on your website about this range gain. And I contact you and I ask you, hey, can you tell me how do I paint this screen in to get the higher gain? Because who's going to ask for the lower gain? Nobody. So how do I get the higher gain? And you can't tell them because you don't know because you made it up. And McAfee never explained how you get the range gain. He never talked about it in the videos. So it's fake. And that means that you're going to have a not a subscribed claim filed against you or a chargeback. What about the rear projection you claim your product has? Now, you say you can roll it on. You can't roll on a rear projection screen because it leaves imperfections in the surface that pushes through on the opposite side. And this causes a very ugly, distorted image. But you claim that you can use a roller, which that's not true. You can't use rollers with that, showing you don't know what you're talking about. And I've never seen any rear projection demonstration. So you would cause someone to damage your screen if they were to basically paint that down to a piece of expensive plexiglass or a glass window to a store that would cost thousands of dollars. Easy to paint? No, you're definitely going to get a complaint on that too. If I'm painting your screen and you're telling me that I painted an 120-inch screen, 5 feet by 9 feet, just to get the surface wet, that I never even started painting the screen to begin with. Yeah, it's not going to go well. So, yeah, you're not doing any more business. You're done. Your main concern shouldn't be about making any screen paint. Your main concern is the lawsuits that we have coming at you and the lawsuit for your company, which is going to involve the FBI, because again, it's involving the government and the FBI because it's consumer fraud. And you're going to have to back that up in court, that the range gain does exist, and all the other things you mentioned about the system that allows the paint to keep from drying out while you have half water in it and half paint, which means really you're already ripping off your customers. You're just selling them water paint. So you're going to explain all that in court. And these are the copyrights. I'm going to see if he's using them in my copyrights. I'm looking at that too. And as for the other one, your paint doesn't sell for jack. Ever since you matched the house paint and then got on camera and lied and told the people had a yellowish tone, no one's touching your stuff at all. You have no batch numbers. Your websites are set up to rip people off. Once it lands on your property, is yours. No one's going to touch that with a 10-foot pole. That's crazy. And for the people who do have your products from 5 years back, they're nowhere to be found. Especially that poor fellow with that 4K projector on the soccer demo. That thing was horrible. That's a shame. You got to admit, that was a crying shame. And he had a 4K projector. So on your website, Mr. Fernando, it says that your product works with 4K. It didn't work with that 4K projector, so what happened there? And then there's proof of you stealing our stuff at the end of the day. We got you taking our specification sheet, stealing labels, the abuse that you went on your website, doxing people's addresses on your website. It goes on and on and on. Flashing pornography on your business site, the cursing and carrying on. It's not going to go well for you guys at all. So your stuff is done. I sunk your ships. Oh, I sunk your battleship. Yeah, your stuff is done. All you can do now is get on YouTube and just rant about me. That's all you can do. That's all your channels have turned into. Nothing but ranting about me. And you're being watched on that. You're going to court for everything you said. Everything you said out of your mouth is on your channel. You're going to court for. And you're getting sued for it too. And getting jail time. So yes, I did keep my word. When I said that, I'm going to sink your ships to the bottom of the ocean and burn your harbor to the ground. Now we have all new technology launching, and you, on the other hand, can't sell jack at all. That's what happens when you cut corners. Now this is a lesson to be learned by people who, at the end of the day, who want to get into this field. Don't follow them, because again, these people at the end of the day have committed crimes. I mean, really bad crimes at that. Consumer fraud left and right. Don't get involved with people like this. Everyone who's got involved with Jamie is now going to jail. They're being sued. Yep. Not good, is it? Nope. All right, well, I'm going to go hook up my new keyboards and get ready. Next, I think probably hopefully around November, we should have everything foundation already set in. And we're going to start the process of getting ready to start showing up in our new places to do our demonstrations. Because I just went down and purchased several projectors when I need to go back and forth on site. Got my business cards. When you pop up on site, you should have your business cards. You should have all your cases with your company's names, your logos on all your clothes. Make it look professional. That's how we're coming on site. All our cases got our company's names all over them. Isn't that great? It's fantastic. I love it. I freaking love it. Well, that LLC, man, has got to be getting closer. People got to be bugging about that LLC. They are bugging them. They are. They're bugging them. They're definitely bugging them. He's missing a document. You know, when the new year's coming in pretty soon, they're really going to get on him about that, man. I have to ask, how do you get yourself out? How did you get, no, forget it. He just lied altogether. So for those you don't know, Fernando of Pro Cinemax Mixes lied on an LLC document. He committed perjury against the government. That's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. So my people that are going to be hitting this apartment pretty soon, taken into court for defamation, copyright infringement, committing fraud against my company, they're going to have to reach out to his landlord sooner or later, because he has a gate there and they have to get through the gate. So they're going to have to go in and basically reach out to his landlord or contact somebody in the building, or basically when they do beat on his door to let him know there's a process server out there waiting for him, his tenants, well, not tenants, but his neighbors are going to find out and they're going to report it to the landlord. Either way, it's going to get back to the landlord. Either way. We don't even have to reach out to him. Either way, it's going to get back to the landlord. And the landlord is going to reach out to me because I'm going to tell the process server to give him my information because I want him to reach out to me because I need to talk with him. And when he does talk to me, Mr. Fernando, I will send over all the documents required for you to get an eviction from the apartment. Because again, you committed crimes in the apartment. You basically broke your lease in that apartment. Can't commit crimes in there. So if their process service, and especially one of them showed up for, one of them that's coming up is going to be for a copyright, and he don't want no part of that. That's a serious crime. It's a federal crime. So he's got to let you go. But until then, yeah, they're going to hit the property. And your landlord is going to reach out to me, and we're going to explain to him the LLC that sits on his property is yours. And your LLC is a delinquent LLC, which means you lied on a government document. Which means Fernando went in and basically lied and told him that his company was running for 5 months, when it was longer than that. Now, the lawyer that was involved in signing his name to this document, he may file a lawsuit against you, Mr. Fernando, for committing perjury, for making his name look bad. He may file a lawsuit against you also. So, can he dissolve the LLC? No, he can't dissolve it. You can't dissolve the LLC if you're missing documents. It's like if you got a bill and you want to get rid of the bill to up your credit score. You can't just go in and just quit the service. You have to go and you have to pay back the bill, what the money is owed on the bill, in order for them to wipe your account clean so it's outstanding, so it looks good on your credit report. Same thing with an LLC. If you lie on this document and you don't put that information in correctly, they're asking for a statement due date. So whatever's involved in the statement due date, he has to give those documents up. And they're going to find out that his business has been around a lot longer than the 5 months, which means he committed perjury. So until then, it's going to stay the way it is. And they're going to keep contacting him until they get tired of it and they get a panel involved and they bring him before a judge and they find out exactly what's going on and why he hasn't come up with these documents. Till then, his landlord is going to want him to remove the name off his property because his apartment comes up every time the LLC pops up. And he's going to want Mr. Fernando to remove it. And he may file a lawsuit against him to remove it off the building because it doesn't belong there. Because it's going to conflict with his LLC that's on it. And you can't remove it. And the reason why he can't remove it and he can't dissolve the LLC, because you can get rid of him, is because he's missing the documents. See the nightmare he got himself into? There you go. It's like watching a dog chase his tail. This is what happens when you cut corners and you do dirty things. It comes back to bite you in the face. So look at the nightmare he set for himself. So when those process servers hit that door, it's going to trigger the whole domino effect. And he's going to realize that your LLC is sitting on his building. Now, if we find out from the landlord that he knew about your actions, we'll sue him. Because if he knew that you were in there carrying on, and he has this policy within his contract that if anybody basically commits any kind of criminal act on his property, and he doesn't evict you because he doesn't know you, then that means he's involved in this also, which means we'll sue him next. And I doubt he's going to basically take a hit for one person. So he's going to deny ever knowing you. He's going to deny he doesn't know anything about what you did. And he's going to turn around and he's going to hit you and say, hey, look, if your LLC is sitting on my building, I need you to remove it off the building. Which you can't because, again, you have to have all the documents to dissolve it. Which you can't because you lied on the LLC and your place has been around, your business has been around longer than 5 months. Whew, which means a lot of trouble. Man, without a lawsuit, that's pretty bad. Yep, so that's what he got himself into. And he'll sit there and he'll blame everybody else for it, except for basically taking it himself. But I'm pretty sure Mr. Fernando has been doing a lot of dirt for a long time. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure he's been doing it, because people like to do these kind of acts haven't been squeaky clean forever. I'm pretty sure he does some dirty work here and there. But life has a way of catching up to you. You got to pay your dues. In 2 ways you pay. Either you pay here on the earth, or you pay in the next life. So your time caught up with you. And now you're going to have to pay for it all. All the time you got on YouTube and you carried on, you did fake demonstrations against my products and lied about my company and all the dirt you did, you're going to pay for all of it now. And there's nowhere you can go and nothing you can do to stop it. It's going to go right through. I would have thought you would have learned the first time when the process server came to your door the first time for the copyrights. I thought you would have learned then, but you didn't. You just kept on doing dumb stuff, which is going to hurt you even more, because when we show the courts that even though after we had the process server come to your front door, that Mr. Fernando continued to copyright our material, use our copyrighted material without our permission, which we want to clearly show the judge on that. We want to show the judge on how you laughed about the CCB and how you made fun of the Allentown police, how you carried on and acted up, and you thought the whole entire thing was a big joke and you were going to get away with it. You know what that means? You're going to make some people very angry in the court system, and they're going to use you as an example. All right, so I can't see the steam anymore on my food over here, so hopefully it's still good. I'm going to go get what I got to get done. It's a shame that all the busy, I'm a very busy person. Everything I have to do, I have to take the time out to deal with you jokers at the end of the day. So you're going to pay for this big time. Because the time that it's going to take me to go to court and get all this done and get this all taken care of and everything, you know, I got other things I have to do, and you're going to take time out of my schedule to do this, means you're going to pay for this dearly. And I mean dearly. I'm going to take away your freedom. I want the judge to know at the end of the day that the nonsense that you guys started on my company, I want them to know how this has inconvenienced my business, how you have attacked my family members outside of the business, how you have taken my face and you basically splattered it all over YouTube, and how you've carried on, how I received racial slurs, like people calling me nigger and all kinds of crazy stuff. Pornography being sent to my phone. When I get done with you guys, you're going to be broken in jail. Yep. Your days on this earth are numbered. You're going to jail. And any judge, at the end of the day, seeing what we went through because of these individuals that were jealous over my products, is going to make sure 100% that you are locked behind bars and that you are sued for everything. So you know it's coming, gentlemen. And Jamie is the first one we come for. When I told you, we're going to hit Jamie literally so hard that the rest of them are going to delete their accounts and it won't save you. Oh, by the way, if you delete your accounts, my people are watching you, so all that's going to be documented and recorded for court. Okay. I'm going to get something to eat. My keyboard should be here. I had to take my lift and go stretch to the other side of Allentown and pick up what I need to pick up from there. So I got to take a lift to go back over because I got my office near the airport. It's more easier that way. As I said before, clients to come down to see me, they're right there. They can come right over. It makes it easy, and it makes it easy for me to come back and forth to here. So I'm going to go get my lift and go back over. But other than that, because I like it down on this end, other than that, everything is going well. And of course, yeah, they're online right now crying and screaming, which they usually do. It's a normal for them. They get online and cry, contact my 800 number and cry. We're used to it. We're used to it all. That's what they do. But I would advise you, gentlemen, to save your money and invest in a lawyer. You're going to need it. And I would advise you, do not put your product, your company's name, not company's name, but your home, anything you own, any property you have, don't put that in somebody else's name. Because, again, if they do, they're going to jail. Can't do that. See, I'm going to explain something to you real quick, because the idea crosses into your head so we don't take your house. Because I am going to take your houses. They're gone. They're already gone. Just forget that. They're gone. You owe me way too much money. The copyright alone is jail time by itself. And I caught 3 of you in a room called Crowcast using the Digital One logo as your thumbnail. Because of that, we're going to sue all 3 of you for copyright infringements for using that logo, my copyright material, without my permission, which means that's a 20-year prison sentence for using it. So like I said, gentlemen, you have no idea how bad this is going to get. I want you to sit back and think about all the dirty stuff that you did to me. And I want you to think about, would a judge be okay with it? All right, then, there you go. See you in court. I'm pretty sure you talked to a lawyer already, and I'm pretty sure, that's why no lawyer has contacted us yet. No one's contacted us. Pretty sure you sat there and said to a lawyer, okay, look, this guy has copyrights on this material. And they're going to ask you, are the copyrights real? You're going to have to tell them the truth, because if you lie, they can get you for this. So I'm pretty sure you said, yes, this copyrights are real. What's going to happen? And I guarantee that lawyer told you that if he takes this to a federal court, you're getting jail time. And he can sue you for everything you have. I guarantee he told you that. I guarantee. Defamation. Did you use his face without his permission? Well, that means that he could sue you for everything you're worth, and you could possibly get jail time out of this. Doxing addresses. Did you dox his addresses on your website as he's claiming? Or you did. Guess what? You can get jail time for that and lawsuits for that. So guess what? It's going to happen, gentlemen. Oh, and as for sending letters, and the McAfee has something on him for identity theft for the bar. Yeah, I probably told you too, Mr. McAfee. At the end of the day, did you use somebody else's location without their permission to commit a crime through the United States Postal Service? And if you say yes, they're going to tell you that you're probably looking at 20 years easily. And plus lawsuits from the people you stole the identity from, and then, from us for harassing us. So yeah. And then my pictures were on there too, so that's another defamation lawsuit on top of that. So when I tell you you're not going home, you're not going home. You're not going to see this anymore. This is gone for you. And from what I've seen from your Facebook account already, you have kids. So that's gone. And you will never see your kids grow up. I know it's crazy to say. He's going to sit there and say, no, it's dead serious. These guys got so much against them. It is crazy. I'm just telling you like it is. We don't want a plea deal at all. We don't want it at all, period. We want maximum of everything. That's what I'm asking for. That's what the lawyers are going to be asking for. That's what we want. That's the only thing that's going to keep me happy at the end of the day. Then I've got this whole psychologist report. We'll see a psychiatrist for all this, the mental anguish and the stress and everything that I had to go through for what you put me through. So yeah, I want you to be in jail for as long as they can keep you in there. So when I say you're not going home, you're not going home. Okay, well, I'm going to get back to work because I know my future and you should definitely know yours. But like I said, when we get done hitting Fernando, I guarantee you're going to start seeing their accounts are disappearing left and right. Just like when we hit Fernando the first time with the copyrights and Wake deleted his entire YouTube account. But I'm explaining something to you, gentlemen. You can delete all day long as much as you want. It's not going to help you at all, period. We had enough evidence to prosecute, so we're good. Did I give me anything sweet to eat? No, I didn't. I'm gonna get some sugar or something, some cupcakes or something. Okay, well, I am gonna go back. This video is not going anywhere, by the way. It's gonna stay here. I want it to stay here. It's gonna stay here, definitely. And if you sit there and say, oh, no, it's definitely going through. Now, well, I'm not gonna tell you when they're gonna come. Because none of your business. You don't need to know that. You'll find out when they can reach out to you. And I'm not going to let it be known when it's going to happen. If I went to City Hall, if documents were signed, if we paid the money for court, and you'll be paying me back for all court costs and everything. Now, the lawsuits, if you don't show for them, you're still going to lose your stuff. Doesn't make a difference. So that's going to be a done deal. The criminal charges, on the other hand, I would advise you show for those. Because if you don't show for those, you get warrants. So you'll have to show for those. Now, mind you, for those of you who felt the need to go out and attack my family, you do know that they are also too going to be filing criminal charges against you for doxing their addresses. Oh, man, you are too old. These guys are in their 50s. Do you have any idea what you have done to yourself? I want you to think about this. Because I know in the back of their minds they're thinking that nothing's going to happen to them. Nothing's going to happen to you. Well, you'll see what we do to Jamie, and you'll think about what's going to happen to you. Because what happens to him will happen to you. So, you're too old. You're in your 50s, right? You're probably in your 50s or so. So, every year that's taken from you is very precious. It is. And you're looking at it easy over 5 years with no problem. Mind you, there's a conspiracy charge too also that comes into play, that you guys all knew each other and you guys are all friends, and you're all guys came up with this conspiracy to destroy my company. So that it actually pushes more time to your sentence. Boy, this is gonna be rough. I don't know what's going to be worse, watching you in the courtroom and watching them read off the different accounts on how much time you're going to get. I don't even know. It's going to be wild to watch. It is. I'm also going to make sure the judge, my lawyer, can ask the judge to put a gag. Oh, they're going to be. They might not even make it that far, to tell you the truth, because they can't talk about it in that all period. And that means because it's in cyber crimes involved on top of that, that means you're not allowed online anymore. That's gone. Websites will be gone, YouTube channel will be gone, Facebook will be gone, Instagram will be gone. There'll be nothing at all, period. It won't even exist anywhere. Now, are we worried about somebody new popping up? Oh, please do. I look forward to taking your stuff from you. I do. If you are dumb enough to watch these individuals crash and burn like the Hindenburg, and you're dumb enough to do the same thing, I'm going to hire a private investigator. That's what my legal team is. Yes, I'm spending the money for a very interesting legal team. So, my legal team, its job is to basically monitor all activity online. It basically has anything to do with my company. And if anything pops up, and I mean anything of anyone out there doing something they know they shouldn't be doing, I've got some very special people that can figure out exactly where your whereabouts are, to get you served into a courtroom. They have a process server show up at your front door and bring you into court, sue you for everything you're worth. Now, for anybody who feels at the end of the day that, oh, this is wrong, no, it's not wrong. You don't touch things that don't belong to you. If you're going to basically do a review against my product, I don't mind. If you sit there and say, hey, I don't like it, it's not to my liking, like I said before, it's freedom of speech, I don't mind at all, period. But if you deliberately tamper with my product or do something to it to make it look like something that is not, and start labeling me as a scammer trying to rip my company off and try to make me look bad, guess what's going to happen? I'm not sending out a cease and desist order. It's not even going to happen. I'm going to sue you right from the door. And these lawsuits are not going to carry at $30,000, $50,000, or $12,000. They're going to be $1 million lawsuits in federal court. I'm not playing around with you people. Y'all don't know how to act right. That's the problem. Y'all feel the need that y'all going to treat Mr. Bird's technology any way you want and get away with it. When I get done with these guys at the end of the day, we will use them as an example of what will happen to anybody else that touches or come near any of our technology to disrespect it in any way whatsoever. If you don't like it and it's not to your liking, I support your freedom of speech. Hey, that's your opinion at the end of the day. That's criticism. I ain't got a problem with that. But if you're going to deliberately tamper with my product and make it seem like it's something that it's not deliberately, I'm going to take everything from you. You're going to feel like the weight of the earth just crushed you when we get done with you. Yeah. And I got people monitoring all this. So if you think because I'm out here taking care of my business and I'm not watching you, I am watching you. Gathering up as much information as possible to get you ready for court. All right then. Everybody enjoy your time. Hope you enjoy the products and that's that and the other. And yeah, I got to go. It's time for me to go eat. Time to feed the bear.